Hey ghouls, I'm your host Chantel Dutel, and if this is your first time here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. So this week has had a lot of announcements, and one of them that I definitely did not see coming was the announcement of the return of Monster High. I was excited over that. I got excited over the new generation of My Little Ponies. I think the animation is so cute. And Rugrats, born in the 80s, still was a child growing up in the 90s. So I definitely grew up with Rugrats as well. But this video is going to focus on the return of Monster High, how I got into it, and my thoughts and hopes of what's to come. Monster High came out in July of 2010, but I did not get into Monster High or know about Monster High until School's Out was in stores, and they were on to Abby, Spectra, and I can't remember who else was released with the ghouls. But Abby is the first Monster High ghoul that I found in stores. I was so excited because I'm like, yes, and she's in one of the outfit that is her signature look. And at the time, Abby wasn't one of my favorites. It's not that I didn't like her. I really liked Frankie and, the main characters, Frankie, Claudine, Draculaura. But now that I have, I actually took all these out of the boxes like a year ago because I had them in storage. And I was just like, I really love Abby. Her color scheme is beautiful, the white and the lavender with the blue and the pink, the pastels. Look, she has these beautiful sparkly leggings and the little furs. Monster High really, and her little satchel that she has, if you could see, they really changed the game with dolls. And at the time, I was going through a hard time. I had a back injury that left me paralyzed from the waist down, and I was not sure if I would walk again, and the doctors really couldn't tell me. I understand now that they didn't want me to get my hopes up. They was just like, you need to work through the physical therapy and stuff. So I found myself in a very dark place and feeling alone. So YouTube kind of became, this sounds funny when I say it, but I do think that a lot of people will understand what I'm saying. I felt like I found friends in YouTube, like friendships, because it was regular, everyday people sharing their lives or sharing different things, how-tos, whatever. But I also came across the doll community. We had Mommy and Caden's show. We had Claudina. I can't remember when I came across Claudina's page, channel. We had Chad Allen, and I just really love that we saw these people not afraid to share, hey, I'm interested in these dolls, because I'm sure other people have experienced it too. People have made me feel cuckoo crazy for my love of things that are deemed for girls or for children, or I've always loved dolls, and I really loved, many of you will totally feel what I'm saying, for those of us that were little boys in people's eyes, especially during the 90s, where we had Aladdin and Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast, I wanted the dolls that came out with the movie. And my grandma would let me have them sometimes, but I knew that it wasn't everyone's favorite thing. So I'm really looking forward to the reboot. I'm keeping an open mind. I do have the same concerns as many of us who fell in love with Monster High. We do not want the repeat of that reboot that happened in 2016. I always thought it was odd for the reboot because I felt like Monster High was such a success. I mean, for the longest time, all the stores would be sold out of them, or they definitely would only have one character. Skull Shore's Ghoulia, anyone? And it's really funny that Cupid seems to be really popular now because she was one of the ones that I always saw in the store. But I'm really excited to see, you know, some more information has dropped. I'm excited about the collector edition, the Collector edition dolls, and I'm really excited that they're going to be you know, a more extravagant version of the play line, especially because a lot of people missed out on these dolls, and honestly, some of them with the prices on eBay, the Collector is probably going to be cheaper. I hope that they make enough for everybody. I do not want another Collector thing that happened with the Grady twins and Pennywise the Clown. Hopefully though, the scalpers will kind of be like, well, you know, because they're not actually, the Grady twins and them are not actually that expensive, considering the retail plus the shipping and all the stuff that's involved with that. But things that I'm also hoping for, like many, I do want to see more LGBTQ plus characters. I follow Garrett Sanders on Instagram, and I love that he does so many Q&As about Monster High, and just knowing what could have been, like I would love for that to happen. I do feel like we're in a new place where with Nickelodeon, because to me Nickelodeon is more geared towards tweens and teens. So I'm hoping that we do get, you know, we don't get something that they were trying to cater to in 2016. With the live action, I'm thinking it's gonna be something like Descendants or Zombies. And you know what? I'm fine with that. I used to love watching Are You Afraid of the Dark? I know that they just kind of brought that back as well. I have not seen any of the new episodes, but I have seen the trailer. And I was actually like, okay, I'm interested. I would check this out. So if it could be like on the lines of Are You Afraid of the Dark? I wouldn't be mad at that. Also with representation, I remember Finnegan, when he came out, I never saw him in stores, the Monster High doll in the wheelchair. And you know, that's before Mattel started doing like all the different bodies for the fashionistas. So I really do think that with the reboot, we'll be getting, you know, different body types. You know, the fashionistas have dolls who are amputees. They just have a wide variety, and I really do hope that with, you know, in Target, I've seen Target having a lot of models with different disabilities, and I just think it's really great for everybody to see themselves. And as someone who, you know, I'm about 85% back to where I used to be, you know, I can walk. I do have, you know, my limitations. But since I am part of the LGBTQ plus community and I'm also a disabled person, I'm always looking for that representation. And I think it's really important for kids to see themselves so they have a strong sense of worth, because sometimes the world is not the kindest. But if you can see a character or things that represent you and find something in that character that empowers you and makes you feel proud, I would love more of that. So we have a lot to look forward to in 2021. I think that we'll start seeing pictures so we could see. I really do wish that they had some sort of picture or something to, you know, calm us down. So, but like I said, I am keeping an open mind, and even if it's like, even if they take the best things from both, you know, the reboot and the original, and they make a new one, I absolutely do not expect for them to just have the same dolls, the same, you know, character. I do see the same characters, maybe add some more. I would love if they did more with, excuse me if I get the name wrong, I love Issy Dawn Dancer. I think she is so beautiful and would be a great representation for the Native community. Who else is another one that I would really love to see more of? Katrine, I really liked Katrine. Finnegan, I would love to see more of Finnegan. I just think that the possibilities are endless, and I can go on and on and on, but if you've made it this far, I want to thank you. And when I look at my little stats, a lot of people who watch, you're not subscribed. Go ahead and subscribe, it's free. So, and I want to end this video like I end all of them. When you paint with all the colors of the rainbow. And as always, have fun doing it. So we're going to keep our eyes peeled and our ears open for what's to come. So until next time, ghouls, stay safe.